Hello, good day, my SC viewers. If you are new to this channel, kindly like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to hit the notification bell. Mr. Chinedu, we have seen a new twist with respect to managing of security in Nigeria. Remember that recently Ajayi, the current director of DSS, advocated state community policing, and that the communities should be the first line defense. He gave instances in the north where he worked in two communities. Currently, we are seeing Abia state governor throwing that line, drafting ESN into security. It looked like the governor this time want to get it right. Maybe Enugu should follow suit.
Yes, you know why everybody is celebrating Alex Otti? I think he cannot the number of people that have been killed by rampaging Fulani herdsmen in Abia state. And before he can come to that level of not having the full support of the police and the army, and of course the vigilante themselves, and what he said clearly is that, you know, the Fulanis require somebody with madness to checkmate the activities in Abia state. And now that the Fulanis are already on the run and having told the governor that, you know, that if he stop ESN from attacking them, then they are going to surrender fully. But the governor is saying in his wisdom, no, I must, in fact, for saying that, that means ESN, you are afraid of ESN and ESN is doing a lot of work, then he went as far as ordering massive support in terms of equipment and training for ESN in Abia state. Now, with what he has done in Abia state, we are seeking that Peter Mba of Enugu state should stop going to Sokoto to pay homage and beg him not to allow Fulani to kill his people in Enugu state. No. The only option left for him now is to replicate what Alex Otti has done in Abia state. Leave Ebago is no longer working. You know, allow Ebago to step in. I can tell you that as I'm talking to you now, there's a level of mobilization that's going on underground, not by the governor, because for what we are gathering, like the governor is behaving like the one we have in Edo State, Monday or Popular, what they call it, who are because you can see that these are people Fulani is planted as governors in the, so they find it very difficult to make a statement or even to challenge the killing of their people by the Fulani herdsmen. So what some citizens of Enugu State did now was to mobilize ESN, and I can tell you now, any moment from now, there will be blow up of Fulani network in Enugu State.
It means Alex Otti is learning very fast, because it is not quite long the Director General of DSS made that statement talking about Ajayi. It means Alex Otti.
No, you see, we are also looking at the factor, like I explained before. But when Nnamdi Kanu is being released, of course, he's coming to his own state, Abia State, God's own state. Of course, that's where Nnamdi Kanu is going to come. And they are also looking at the issue of security of Nnamdi Kanu. Because we do not want a situation when Nnamdi Kanu is doing this, there will be assassination attempt on him. So the governor is trying to understand clearly, you know, that these people need to be eradicated. And already, 10 years of thereabout, Nnamdi Kanu established ESN. And what is the job of the ESN? To make sure that no Fulani leg steps into Biafra land. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now he's about to come out. The governor has made it clearly as his own responsibility, using whichever means, because Nigeria army, you can see that the generals themselves in Nigeria are contributing money to rescue a kidnapped general.
That's quite pathetic.
No, I can tell you, that's why the DSS boss said everybody should go and defend himself. Imagine a serving general and retired generals coming together to contribute money to go and pay bandits. But it has gotten to that level.
So the question is, if the generals are becoming vulnerable to kidnappers, where is the hope of the common man?
That is why I'm telling you that, I can say it again, I will repeat it, that the only remedy for both the Hausas, Middle Belt, and whoever is the restoration and recognition of Biafra as a sovereign nation. As simple as that. If Peter Mba, okay, I can tell you now, when they finally succeed in having the security formation within Enugu State, well, you are going to hear the result that those boys are not joking. They are well trained, they are professionals, and they know the mission they are out to achieve. Whether Peter and Mbal like it or not, whether all the governors planted in the eastern part of the country by the Fulanis like it or not, including the man from Wifu, from Ebonyi State, his own turn is coming. So now it has started. It's going to be a tough. You know what it means. You know, ESN have struggled, even in Anambra State. ESN has struggled to be relevant, and it is what the people want. They went and brought a Bubago. They went and brought Anambra State, this and that. All they want nothing. Nobody has the courage to be in the forest except the ESN. Now, briefly talk to us about the issue concerning Bodejo. Talking about the military chairman who is in detention since. Remember that the military arrested him and accused him of banditry. Federal government has since secured court order to keep him for 2 months to enable them to conclude the investigation. And the Fulanis are shouting, Allah the mango. What about the reaction? You cannot trust anything that has to do with the Fulani on Tinubu. I can tell you clearly. See, anything that has to do with Fulani, they are the one that brought him to power. I just explained to you now that all the northern governors, no Hausa man there currently now. The 19 governors of the north, there's no Hausa man there. All of them are Fulanis. That is another type of colonialism. Yes, so from just what no Hausa man, that's what I'm telling you. You understand? So Tinubu understand that it was just, you know, a cosmetic impression to create on the mind of people that is acting against the Fulanis, but he is not. As I'm talking to you now, the mighty Allah have written to the state governor that he should stop ESN operations in Abia State. So what is it that they actually want? So I don't think Alex Otti will listen to them. Well, I don't think so. From the way Alex Otti is conducting himself, making sure that no life is lost in Abia State, that will be credited to Fulani killers at the end of the day. That's the picture. That's what. From I think they hit the Fulani so hard to the extent that, you know, they recognize that, you know, that ESN is more superior than that. But even if it will come to a point that, you know, this ESN will become a mercenary that will go to the north and sack to Bello them away and allow Hausa and give independence. But there's nothing wrong if Biafra recolonize Hausas and free them from Fulani bondage. There's nothing wrong. It's what a brother can do to a brother. It's as simple as that. And Bello, of course, it has been a thorn in the flesh of the of the Hausas. We have seen how he burned down a military vehicle in Zamfara. And of course, if you look at what is happening in Zamfara, the people are yearning for him. People should be careful ahead of 2027 because of what the Fulanis are using political agenda to achieve in the eastern part of the country. They must be careful. You know, the likes of Otti Carlo them, the likes of Ibazo, the likes of Mike, all these people are mentioning their names to you now are being installed there to do Fulani by bidding in the eastern part of the country. That is why it is easier for Fulani to enter the bush and kill people in the eastern part of the country and not belong to them. And they'll come out and tell you they are hunters, they are farmers, they are this and that. They are not. This is part of the conquest we are talking about. And the thing is gradually taking political dimension. But you will not understand. The Ariwa Consultation Forum, they'll come out and say, I will condemn the killing, but they are behind it. You see the northern governor say, but they are behind it. How can a Fulani man condemn a fellow Fulani man in the forest? It's not possible. When a Fulani man is in the government. Okay, look at what the confession of one of the governors from the north. That the one they managed to arrest have to call Abuja, and in less than 24 hours, they release him. The northern governor was saying it's all over in the social media. Who called the person? Who is the person in Abuja that called that they should be released immediately? So those are the mysteries we are talking about. The only fear they have is that they know there's a red line in Nigeria. The Yorubas are how do they play? When they are playing ball, they say this person is a walkover. They should know. It's a very clear fact. They are the ones that have been controlling Nigeria. The Igbo man is not there. Now they know how they take bring Fulanization. Now they know how they take bring Islamization. Now then they know the kind of marriage where they entered.
And they
should not complain when they say they want to Islamize Yoruba land. They should not, when they want to bring Sharia. Nobody should complain. They should not come and
continue with the marriage.
Yes.
Even as after.
And Luther continue. No, that's the fact. Why are they now trying to draw back and say, hey, we have entered? No, this is not where we want to be.
Maybe they have entered the wrong marriage.
That is suspicious. Even that statement, if they make it, it is suspicious.
I think I will say a big thank you for your time.